So, so by the way, Z, it's Yay Yay. It's all right. It's all right. Um, my reason of being here. So random day, I guess. I'm actually a concrete worker. So, I was on Facebook one day and I reached out to somebody and I was kind of like, "Hey, what do you do?" And so she invited me to a call. From that call, I'm like, huh, this is something that's like ideally something I want to do, you know. But anyways, I ended up joining, and I said I wanted more time freedom for myself. Um, this journey, this journey has been very, very, very challenging because I have learned a lot about myself. One of those things was I needed more patience and also more consistency about myself. So it's gonna I also learned that it's gonna be a lot of no's, but during those no's, there's gonna be some type of yes during the way, and then you just gotta tell yourself it's on to the next, you know. So I always told myself, even though I'm getting all these no's and I feel like discouraged in a way, that my next person is going to be a yes. And when I got there, yes, I was very, very like excited and nervous. But what I would say is keep on going, stay positive through it all, even though it may seem like what it seemed like, but really ain't. Um, and remember your why or why you started, why you doing it, because everybody's why isn't the same. And um, yeah, just keep it in the forefront of your mind. And so I'm looking forward to making it to silver. And yeah, I'm looking forward to making it to silver and meeting the rest of everybody that's on this call and within this community. And I want to thank Tia for putting me on this platform and getting me out my comfort zone. Whew. So I'm going to pass this call over to someone who is very, very outgoing, who's positive, driven, the GOAT. And I'm going to pass it over to Tori.
Hey family, can we get some fire in the chat for Ye? I mean, she's doing a phenomenal job. She's really, really killing this family. Can we please get some hearts, some loves, some crowns? Can we get it all for my girl Ye? Because she's really out here on her own doing this. And it's just amazing to see how powerful her story is, you know. And yeah, you don't have to be nervous. Trust me, you don't have to be nervous at all. You're doing a phenomenal job for those of you who don't know, my name is Torey. For those of you who do know, my name is Torey Bell. When I first jumped into this opportunity about 4 years ago, my mentor and best friend told me, he was like, "Man, you really can do this." And I was just, just like everybody else, I was a skeptic. I'm like, "Nah, man." I'm like, "This ain't for me." He's on some tea. Trust me, bro. You can do this. So my first year I got in, I failed miserably. Like I literally felt miserable. I'm like, man, bro, what am I doing wrong, bro? Because it's like I ain't making nothing. He was like, man, just take your time, bro. You just nervous. So about my third year, that's when I really started to see the page turn for me. And this is when I realized like this was the best decision that I made because before I started, I was in a very, very dark place. And that place was someplace that I didn't think that I can come back from. So I was facing depression. I was thinking about, stuff that you don't need to think about, suicide, because I was playing basketball and I hadn't got hurt, and that been taken away from me, right? So I ended up tearing my hip labrum, couldn't play basketball anymore. I had a deal to go to Spain, and I'm like, this is something I worked for my whole life. And as a black kid coming from the hood, just like anybody else, your mom's telling you, oh, you gonna make it here, you gonna make it there. My mom wasn't that type of mom. She was just said, baby, you can do whatever you want to do in life, but whatever you do, just make sure that's what you want to do. And when I told my hip labor, like I felt like my whole world was taken away from me. I felt like at that time God was punishing me because I'm like, Lord, why would you do something like that? And you know where I want to be. So when that's when it came to me that God was not taking it away from me, He was giving me delay. Everybody type delay in the chat. So when God was giving me delay, I didn't understand that. I thought He was just taking it away from me. He said, no, I'm not taking it away from you. It's just something that you ain't ready for at this time. And I'm like, I'm saying to myself, like, how can I not be ready for this opportunity that I waited my whole life for? Said, son, you don't understand. This is not for you. I got something even better for you. And then when 2020, when I came into this industry of, and not industry, but when I came into this community, I realized that this was the championship that I was looking for, right? This was the ring that I was getting. And then I got faced with some more adversity. I had my son that following month, and just to find out that, my son was gonna be born with a disability, which is autism, I'm like, Lord, I had dreams for my son. Like, what are you doing? It's like, son, I gave him to you as a gift. I didn't tell you that this was what you wanted, or I mean, this was gonna happen for you, or that was gonna happen for you. No, nah, it's a gift, son. You gotta understand that. But so about, I want to say, a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to one of the greatest female educators that this industry has ever seen, D.T. Bowden. She was calling to check up on me, and my whole house was sick. And my wife, she was sick. My baby boy, he was sick. My daughter, she was sick. My other daughter was sick. And my other son was sick. So when everything was just falling down around me, just like it was just complete chaos, God allowed me to be well enough to take care of my whole family. And through that moment, I realized that I had to keep going no matter what was going on. So I'm talking to my mentor, Ron. I'm talking to like, bro, like, what should I do? He was like, T, take care of the family. I'm like, bro, the family already taken care of, bro. We gotta keep going. It's like, man, take time for your family, bro. I said, nah, I said, I'm good. Like, what we gotta do? Said, all right, T, you being hard head, bro. So I was like, man, what do we gotta do? He said, okay, do this, do that, do this, do that. I said, okay, bro, it's gonna get done. Hey, T, I'm telling you, take a step back, bro. He said, if this is too much, Z had done hit me. He said, bro, maybe it's time for you to just take a break right now. I said, nah, bro, I'm good, bro. I said, I can manage. I can do this. I can do that. He said, T, you sure, bro? I said, yeah, I'm sure. He said, okay, bro, do this, do that, do this. And then when I realized that you can take sacrifices from certain things, but you can't take a sacrifice from your business. Because the minute that you take a sacrifice from your business, your whole business started to crumble, right? So I realized that God been preparing me for this moment my whole life. So a lot of times we don't realize that it's not that God don't want you to have things. He's just giving you delay to see how you're gonna handle adversity. Because the fact of being, he can give you everything because he try to figure out if you can't do anything with a little, what makes you think you can do anything with a lot? And I said, okay, Lord, here go this delay again. He said, I'm giving you this delay because I know that you can handle this, right? Nobody else can handle this delay. It's almost equivalent to being in the market, right? You set your pin in order, you looking at the level strategy, and you put your once you put your pin in order, and you wait for your trade to activate. No, God say, I'm waiting for you to get out of the way so you can move in the right way, son. I said, all right. I said, I ain't asking no more questions, Lord. I'm not asking no more questions. I said, I'm just gonna do what you say, and the minute that I do what you say, I know that I'm gonna be blessed. The minute that I moved out my way and let God move me in the right way, I hit simple. So I'm like, man, I said I should have moved out of the way a long time ago. He said, yeah, you should have. So it don't matter what type of adversity that you face in life. You're gonna have some type of adversity. But when you pray for the rain, pray for the mud too. Because once it rains, the mud is coming too. You don't have to sit there and worry about is you gonna be this type of trader? Is you gonna be that type of trader? No, you having delay for a reason. Because when God give you something, He's trying to make sure you prepare. If He have you in His hand, why are you sitting there worried about stuff that you can't control? Because He have you in His hand, He's protecting you from something that you don't need at that present time. So it don't matter who's on this call. Don't give up, man. It don't matter who's in your family sick. It could be your mother, it can be your father, it could be your children. For any mothers or any fathers on here, keep going. Because if God is protecting you and He's for you, who can be against you? That's what you got to understand. It's just like the market. Everything in your life is pending. Would you rather hit take profit every time and say, "Oh, I did this," or would you rather hit that stop loss and face those lessons in life with it? Because that's all this is. The market is just like your life. You're pending in one direction until you're going into the right direction. So would you rather keep being in your own way before God puts you in the right way? You gotta think about it. That's all life is. It's just like this market. Every problem, every obstacle in our life is pending. Every blessing in our life is pending. So when you pray for the good, pray for the bad too, because both of them coming. Just like you pray to God, the devil can hear too. The devil can hear too. He waiting for you to pray. He waiting for you to believe in yourself, right? I was talking to an individual today, and they say, "Oh, I'm not getting it. I don't understand. I'm a perfectionist." I'm sure God was a perfectionist as well too. But guess what? He didn't give up on you. He didn't give up on me. And you know the most amazing thing, regardless of what you was gonna do, He gave His only begotten Son, knowing that you was gonna turn His back on Him. I mean, you got to be real bold, knowing that people is gonna turn their back on you, and you still give your only begotten Son. That's how much hope and faith that God has in each and every one of you. I had to sit back and think everything I've been through in my life. My brother got killed in 2023. The thoughts of quitting was coming in my mind. My cousin got killed the year before. The person that killed my brother only got 5 years in prison, shot my brother in the back. You know how many times I wanted to cry? The same day my brother got killed, my mom had went to the hospital for 21 days. She was in a coma. She couldn't remember nothing. Not nothing. Trust me, God give you delay in so many ways. Right when you finna have that breakthrough, them delays come. Right when you finna have that next breakthrough, those delays come. You finna have another breakthrough, those delays come. It be certain things, family, that we not ready for because we of all people know how that we'll handle every situation. In a market, it's you against you. In life, it's you against you. Everything that you first do in life, you're not gonna know exactly how to do it, right? You try your best to prepare for it. As a parent, you don't have all the answers. You learn every day. In a market, you learn every day. There's certain things that you're gonna master in life, but you also got to remember God is the ultimate master in everything that you can do in life. He gave us the greatest gift of all, how to imagine. Type imagine in the chat. When is the last time you sat down and you thought about your imagination, what you really wanted to do in life? How did that make you feel? Like, what was your dream? And did you get it? Was that your true purpose? Mm-mm. Your true purpose is doing what you're doing now, is impacting millions of lives. That's your true purpose. Serving God's word. That's your true purpose. Being the hand and feet of Jesus. That's your true purpose. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna pass it over to my mentor. I remember sitting down talking to Jen and Zion. We was in Monterey. And I was just curious on how they met. And it was something that Zion said that stuck out to me. And then that next time that we sat down and spoke, I told him, I say, you know what my favorite verse is in the Bible, bro? And he was like, what? I said, John chapter 13, verse 7. I was like, what? He said, what does that verse say? It taught me a lot about my life. You may not understand now, but you will understand later. Everything that you're going through in life, you may not understand now what God is doing, but you're going to understand it later. A month later, Daniel said that verse. A month later, Zion had done hit Diamond. On his son's birthday, on my mentor Ron's daughter birthday, and on my mother's birthday. They all share the same birthday. So that, like I told him, I'll never forget that day because he didn't understand that what God was preparing him for and what God was doing, but he did it at the right time. He allowed Zion to go through a lot of delay. And that's one person I admire and I respect to this day because he's the biggest cheerleader for everybody on here. He want to see everybody win. And he have no excuses. He's a full-time father just like me. He has no excuses. And when y'all need him, he's always there. And he have a life just like every one of us. He can make excuses. He can do whatever he want to do. Tia the same way. Hey champ, what you need? Hey brother, what you need? A phenomenal woman, man, a phenomenal educator, a black woman that's making sure they paving the way for everybody. Like, we got the best of both worlds, man. Like, you're not gonna get this nowhere else. You can't go on no job and find a Zion. You can't go on no job and find a Tia. You won't. I'm just being completely honest. You won't find them there because that's not their place. Their place is doing what they doing now. But man, that's my story, and I just want to share that with y'all, man. Y'all gonna face delay in life. But don't take it as something that's a bad thing. Just take it as it's something that's pending in your life that God really has for you, but it's something that you're not ready yet for. So it don't matter what you're going through in life, keep going. If it's crumbling around you, keep going. Family members getting sick, keep going. Children acting not doing what they're supposed to do, keep going. Y'all, if I tell y'all half of the things that I face on a day-to-day basis, y'all wouldn't even know how I move. Keep my mind sane. You're like, what in the world? Like, bro, you need to take care of that. No, I need to take care of what I'm doing. I got lives that I gotta impact and bless. But thank y'all for y'all time. But this next individual that I'm gonna bring up, man, is a phenomenal guy. He's like a brother to me. I could have swore we had the same mother because there's some of the things that he say remind me of my older brother. But he's a phenomenal father, a great leader, great mentor, a caring person. He would give you the shirt off his back. And don't let him tell y'all that he not a hoop because he really ain't like that. I used to kill him back in the day, just really just give it to him. But nah, man, Ron is a dude that I admire from like that I knew for a very long time that I admired since the sandbox. Just the way that he carries himself and just the way that he's always there for somebody. Like he literally called me before the call, was like, bro, I want to pray with you because I prayed with him earlier, and it was a funny story. I prayed with him earlier, and then something had to happen. And he was like, "Wow, bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, you need to do that." I'm like, "It's okay. That's that delay, brother. That's all that is." But he's somebody, man, that I admire the most, man. Like he's been able to help his daughter get to college, doing everything that he's doing, working a full-time job, and it's just amazing that, he has the shoulders to carry all that. Just everything he has to do on a day-to-day basis. If you hear some of the stories that this guy tell you, you'll be like, wow, bro. Like you really, he was like, nah, man, I gotta go. Like I was telling him, I say, bro, you was giving me like really titanium vibes, bro. Like I never seen you just bring like five people in here like the same week. He was like, come on, man, talk to me. He's like, he's that type of person he likes when you talk to him. Like, come on, talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. Just come on, T. Don't turn me up, T. Yeah, I'm gonna turn you up today, man. But I'm gonna step out of where greatness and let the man, the myth, the legend himself, bro. Hey Ron, bro, I just wanted to tell you, man, I love you, bro. I wanted to give you your flowers while you're on here, man. You really look like a Tay Diggs on here, man. So I just wanted to go ahead and give you your flowers, bro. But step out of the way of greatness and let you do your thing, my brother.
Yo, 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 what up? What up, family? What up, family? Y'all drop some flames in the chat for Yaya and my boy Torey. Yaya, I see you, girl. I see you. I see you. Two and free is for me. Torey, okay, my guy, Silver. Man, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to jump on this call, man. Hey, look, man, we definitely gotta understand this, man. Everybody needs a Torey in their life. When I tell you, I give him the hardest talking to, and he still bounce back like nothing. Like you would think you would hear me and Tori conversation, you'll think we be beefing. Not because I really want to see my brother win, right? I really want to see the people around me win, right? Through all adversity, through everything that's going on, I want to see him win. Now, sometimes you got to take inventory of your life. Who do you have in your life that you truly want to win, or who was in your life that truly desires you to win? Right. So I know a lot of people get in this space like I don't have friends. I don't got. You don't have somebody that you can talk crazy to. You don't have somebody that's gonna have your back through thick and thin. That's a lonely lane to be in, my guy. That's a lonely lane to be in. But hey, man, I definitely want to piggyback off my boy Torey. Man, just persevering through the adversities, man. Like I want y'all to understand. Like again, my name is Ron. I'm born in West Palm Beach, inner city. I'm not supposed to be here, right? I'm not supposed to be here. You know what I mean? Statistics show. I'm supposed to be in the street doing all that. So every chance I get, I'm gonna come with energy, right? Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna be like, man, this dude always hyped up. What's going on? Why would I not? Why would I not show up for every opportunity that's given to me? Every time I get on the call, I want to make an everlasting impression, right? I want to make sure that you remember Ron. And that's how you got to live your life, man. You got to live your life with every impression needs to be your best impression, right? You got to understand that sometimes you only get one shot at a good impression. So you got to have that. And on this journey of learning how to trade and being in a community like this, sometimes you really got to understand that it's a process. That stuff is gonna happen, right? That's people gonna leave you, people gonna talk about you. But where are you? What are you standing on? See, I want to tell you, December 29th, right? I'm taking my son back to Tampa, right? And nobody knows this. Probably Torey, I told him this. I took my son to Tampa, I dropped him off, and I'm driving back home. Right? We got a call. We got a call going on. We got our team huddle Sunday night. I'm driving home. So I take my son home. I'm driving. It's storming. It's raining. Pouring down. I'm driving. Tire blows out. Boom. I'm like, oh. Now, let me tell you this. While my tire blows out, I'm on the call. I had to make a decision. Am I going to let that distraction hinder me from getting what I need, right? Or am I going to stay focused, right? So while my tire is blowing out, I'm driving on the highway, like storming, raining. I'm like, you know what? This is where I take a stand. This is where I start to say, you know what? I would not let anything deter me on my goal. I will not let anything deter me from my goal. So I'm outside of my car. I pull over. I get to a nice little area. It's storming. It's raining. Everything is happening. I'm outside changing my tire while still on the call. See, sometimes y'all let the smallest things get you off your path of greatness. Sometimes you let the interference of the outside noise deter you from where you need to be. See, I want to tell you on this path of greatness, things gonna happen. Right? Things are going to happen. Are you really ready for it? Sometimes you got to take a step back and be like, look, man, I want all this amazing things. I want this, and that. But trust and believe, like Torey said, the devil here too. Now you got options. See, I truly understand that now in a day and age that we live in, it's so easy to quit. Right? It's so easy to say, you know what, nah, that ain't working. Oh, you know what, that ain't working. Because we try to put time on success. Big homie upstairs don't operate in time. So you got to stop putting time on where you think you should be. It took you 12 years to graduate. Why are you trying to master trade in a week? You see, that's the devil inside of you. That's the enemy inside of you saying, look, I need it now. What do you think you're going to get if you're consistently rushing your process? Every day, oh, I need to take a trade. Oh, hey, Mr. Mentor. I've been in here for 72 hours and none of my trades ain't going the right way. Come on, man. How can you rush greatness? Right? It took LeBron. LeBron started playing basketball at 5 years old for him to get an NBA contract, right? To sign a deal with the NBA. He signed it at 18. It was 13 years. 13 years to get the bag. See, sometimes we see stuff, we see people on social media, and we try to attach ourselves to what they had. Because listen, I want you guys to understand this: you never see their downfalls, you only see their success. See, Instagram is just a highlight reel. You only see the good stuff, but you don't know what that person been through. And a person is only going to show you their good side. See, that's why it takes a strong person to say, you know what? We're going to rock out. We're going to make it happen. If it's up to me, I'm going to see this thing through. At what point are you going to stand on what you've been talking about? You say you want financial freedom, right? You say this is for your mom. You say this is for your kids, right? You talk a good game, but when the pressure is on, this fourth quarter, 1 second to go, what you gonna do? Are you taking the shot? How bad do you want what you say you want? See, this is that season where excuses got to go out the window. This is that season where you got to man up or woman up. This is that season where you got to understand that if you don't do it, you don't get there. See, everybody wants a community like this. Everybody wants a Tia. Everybody wants a Zion. Everybody wants to run in their life until it's time to put up. See, everybody can handle it when Tia's talking nice to you. Everybody can handle that. Oh, yeah, Tia, thank you. But get one of the messages from Tia that you don't like. Oh, Tia talking crazy. I ain't rocking with her. Like, no, that comes with the process. See, everybody want to be bullish. Everybody want to be bullish, but don't nobody want to go through the retracement. Everybody want to be bullish, but don't nobody want to go through the retracement. Everybody want to hit take profits, but don't nobody want that drawdown. Don't you understand? As soon as you place a trade, you go in the negative. Soon as you hit, you in the negative. That's like life, guys. Dog, I'm telling you, on this journey, if you are fully committed, bro, the house gonna be on fire. You have to learn how to operate in the chaos. And you can't get distracted. You can't get distracted. And you got to understand the distraction comes in many shapes and forms. It could be the person that you land with could be your main distraction. Right? How you expect to get somewhere when the person that you land with is the person that's taking the most away from you? And this is not to throw shade at anybody. I'm just telling you how life works. Everybody ain't gonna see your dream. Everybody ain't gonna see your passion. But how bad do you want what you written down? It's all cool to get on these calls and we be all hyped up and this and that. But when the Zoom call ends at 12 o'clock, what you gonna do? You see, over these past couple of weeks, I made a conscious decision that no matter what happens, I'm going titanium. I made a conscious decision that no matter who's here, I'm going titanium. I understand that now I am an asset. I am not a liability. Some of you guys are moving like liabilities and you expect to get somewhere. You got to start moving like you're the asset. You got to understand that you have the remedy. But some of you guys, you move like you're the liability and you expect for people to follow you. Now look how you moving. I made a conscious decision. Not only for me, because it's bigger than me. And I always say this. What if this is your last chance to get rich? What if this is your last chance to get rich? Because everybody be praying for stuff. Hey, God, I want this, I want that, that, I need this, I need that. But now you have the community. Now you have the vehicle. Now you have the tools. And now you have everything that you desire. Now, what's your excuse? What's going to be your excuse? Oh, man, it's this, man. This happened and this happened. Guys, I don't take excuses. I don't. And anybody that rock with me, you know that I'm not going to take nobody's excuse because we expect to come into this group and everybody be soft on us, but the outside world is extremely hard on us. How can we come here and get super sensitive when somebody tell us something, but the outside world can cuss you out like a dog? Like, bro, we got to build some tough skin, man. Being broke is hard. Getting rich is hard. You got to choose your heart. You see, I come to understand that every day is a day for you to say, okay, I'm here. And I realize why most people come into this space, into this industry, and they fail. You want to know why they fail? Drop some ones in the chat if you want to know how they fail. Drop some ones in the chat. When people come into this industry, let me tell you why. Y'all keep it coming. Most people fail in this industry because they used to doing bare minimum. At your job, you just show up and you're getting paid. You're used to doing bare minimum. So now when you come into a situation where you got to give it your all, you don't even know what your all is. You don't know what your all is because you're used to doing bare minimum. Some of us hate our situations, our jobs so much, but yet that's where we focus and we go at every day. And yet on the other side of the stuff that we hate is the stuff that we need to be doing. And that's the problem. You haven't really reached your full potential. You don't know who you truly are. So you come into this space with all your baggage and all your nonsense, and you want to throw it on people like, hey, look. You just want to throw stuff on people, and now you expect somebody to feel sorry for you. No, not going to feel sorry for you. We have the same tools, the same platform, the same people. Now, what you gonna do? Because I'm sick and tired of people always placing the blame on everybody else. Oh man, that didn't work because this ain't that ain't nah, dog. I get paid every Friday residually. I make good withdrawals, bro. From the same thing you talking about. Yeah, good withdrawals. But at some point, you got to understand that it's all on you. And I always ask this question to anybody that I'm talking to and that wants to get started. If you was to be given everything that you need in this space, what would be the reason why you fail? This ain't the blame game. It's accountability. It's accountability. Right? We are on a mission. We are on a mission to break generational curses. We are on a mission to create time freedom. Y'all know time freedom costs. Y'all know it's a number attached to your time freedom, right? Y'all know it's a number attached to it. I want y'all tonight to think about that. What's your time freedom cost? It's a dollar sign attached to it. That's what you need to make in order for you to be free. But what is it going to take? Huh? What are you willing to do? Because nobody on this call is better than the other. Nobody. I'm going to tell you what separates us. My pain, my struggle. That's what fuels me every day. Because I don't want to go back to that place to where, man, I didn't know what my food was going to, I didn't know what I was going to eat. I didn't want to go back there. I didn't want to go back to lying to my daughter that I couldn't afford a doll. I didn't want to go back there. See, some of y'all need to take that pain and fill up. Don't run away from your pain. Embrace it. You got to embrace it. I embrace it every day. So that's why I move different. That's why my conversations are different. I talk with confidence. That's what, see, I think most of you guys lack confidence. You can't lack confidence in this world. You can't. You really got to move with the intentions like, hey, yeah, this is it. This is what I'm doing. And be proud of it. Guys, this is the first week in 2025. If you haven't made that determination that this is gonna be that year, man, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like we cannot excel if we got to continue to run back and pull you up. We cannot reach our full potential if we got to keep running back and filling you up. Like, come on. How can we say we a team when everybody always got to pour into you? When you gonna say, nah, I got y'all today. I'm coming with the fuel today. No, Tia, let me open up the call. You know what, Tia? No. Zion, move. I got it. Let me do levels. Right? Because you need to build that initiative. Like, man, let me take my life in my hands. Guys, I've been on this journey for 6, almost 7 years, man. And I don't regret it. I don't regret not one day. I don't. You know why? Because the same person y'all seeing now is not the same kid that was wilding out, living life turned up. This business turned me into a man. This business gave me life. And I'm not just saying that just to say that because it's the right thing to say. Nah, I learned the ebbs and flow of life and being a man. I knew what it was to not only say something but hold myself accountable, but not only but just give myself to other people and understand that it's bigger than me. See, some of y'all ain't reach our breakthrough because you're selfish. Some of y'all ain't reach our breakthrough because it's always about me. When I started to serve others and I started to put others first, That's when my life exceeded. That's when that's when things took off. Guys, I truly want y'all to understand if 2025 gonna be that breakthrough year, you have to strap up these boots, throw on these hoodies, get real laser focused, get locked in, get focused. It ain't no more pointing the fingers. It ain't no more, oh man, this going on in my house, this and that. Guys, again, if you knew half the stuff that somebody else is going through, you'll enjoy your pain. You wouldn't want to take that from, you wouldn't want to borrow nobody else's. If you knew what other people are dealing with, you'll understand that you just got to keep moving. Your time is coming. It is. And when your time comes, you better know what to do with it. You better know what to do with it because you got people looking at you. People are ready to see you grow. Like, so Tia, babe, I could keep going on and on and on. Um, I want you guys to tonight just reflect, man. Just reflect. Just really process what was being said tonight, man. We got Torey, yeah, man. You seeing people, ordinary people doing extraordinary things, man. Right? Like that's what you got to process. Not when is it gonna be you? It's enough of you sitting on the sideline and cheering other people on. When is it gonna be you? I'm ready to see some new people on here. Like seeing Yaya get on here tonight, like, oh shoot. Look at the lady bosses tonight. Look at the lady bosses stepping up. Guys, man, it's up to you, man. And I'm excited. I'm loving the energy in the chats. Guys, again, we got Atlanta coming up. We got Miami coming up on the 11th. Tomorrow, listen. Let's push everything aside. Tomorrow, we have one of the greatest, two of the greatest women in this industry on a call tomorrow. If you do not send that link out to every female, every woman in your contact list, you are tripping. You are tripping. If you do not send that link out to Tia in China, it's on the screen. If you do not, I promise you, I I promise you, you're gonna miss out. Every female needs to be on this call tomorrow. It's open for both of us. It's open for the ladies and it's for the guys too. But the women need to hear these women speak. They need to hear it. I don't need no excuses. I need everybody on that call. We need to max this out and pay homage to these phenomenal women who have done some extraordinary things in this industry. I'm talking about hard work, grinding, and they look like us. No reason why every female in your contact shouldn't get that flyer. You can just send it to them. They be like, man, what is this? Just get on it. You'll find out later. Don't worry about it. Just get on it. You're about to get the stew. You're about to get all of it. But man, hey, we also got our boot camp going on tomorrow as well. That's at 8 o'clock. Make sure we're on those 3 day. I mean those last day of the boot camp. Those calls have been phenomenal. We also got AE with his boot camp going on. That's at 7. Guys, we got a lot going on, man. So you got to pick and choose your battles. But guys, you got to show up, man. You got to show up. You got to be in position. And guys, you got to understand that God don't operate in time. So you shouldn't either. It's gonna happen. Hey, that's been my time, man. Sheesh. Let's get it, family. I'll see y'all in the chat.